Hi, my name is Luke Siertsma. I've been a dog sled racer for about 15 years now. I race competitive sprint races. I'm from Blythe, Ontario. When I was a teenager, my dad got me involved in the sport. He's been involved in dog sledding for a very long time, and I kind of just grew up with it with him. I'm a sprint sled dog musher. I race Alaskan Huskies that are mixed in with breeds like Polish Greyhound, German Short-Haired Pointer, and Saluki. And these breeds behind me here, you can see them, they're not your typical sled dog. They are built for speed rather than stamina. They don't need those thick coats because they run very short distances at a very high octane speed. So we just keep them very warm when they're not racing, and when they are racing, they don't need to. One misconception is that a lot of mushers use the word mush to get their dogs to go. That's not really the case. We actually use the command hike for our dogs to go, but in reality, they really don't need a command at all. They just want to go all the time, and if you hook them up and let them go, they're gone on the trail. So we also have commands for turning. We have G for right and HA for left. They're very helpful on the trail for dogs that come across like a fork and they need to know which way to go, so that way you can give them a little bit of help. We teach our dogs from a very young age, and they learn very fast. They're very smart dogs. We raise these dogs from a very young age. We let them socialize and play and develop and learn, and when they reach a certain age, when their growth plates stop developing, then we can put them into harness. So this is Roman. He is what's commonly known as a Eurohound. He has breeds like Alaskan Husky, Polish Greyhound, German Short-Haired Pointer, Saluki, and other various breeds. So this dog is engineered for sprint racing. He's got really long legs, really deep chest, and he has just a lot of speed. Now these dogs, they have this innate desire to pull. When we first put them in harness, they just seem to click. They just love to do it. Dogs that have jobs are happy and healthy dogs. So this dog we've had for his whole life. He's now 5.5 years old. He's in the prime of his career, and he loves what he does. This is Xena. She's 55 pounds, and she's also a sprint sled dog. She loves what she does, and she's the sister to my two other boys. This is Boss, and this is Nimrod. They're brothers, and they're my lead dogs. They make smart decisions on the trail, and they kind of dictate where we go if I can't command them.
Okay, up. Jeet! Jeet! Good dogs. Hop! 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 Good dogs. Ahead. Good boys. Jeet. Good boy, Roman. Easy. Good dog. Jimmy, jeet, jeet. Good boy. Jeet. Jeet. Good boy, boss. Jeet. 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 Good dogs. Up. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Good dog. Jeet. Okay, up. Good dogs. Roman. Good dog. Jeet, jeet. Good boys. Okay, up. Jeet. Ha. Good dog. Good boys. Okay, let's go, boys. Good boy, Roman. Good girl, Zena. Good boy, Nimrod. Good boy, boss. Ha! Jeet! On by. On by, boss. Good boy.
We just got back from a training run. The dogs are all looking good, happy, healthy, and I'm gonna go over the parts of a dog sled for you guys today. Now we're gonna start at the front here. This is where the two lead dogs will go. These sections right here are called tug lines. So they hook onto a dog's harness, and this is where the dog is going to be tugging from to pull the main part of the sled. Now they'll be hooked together. Usually there's two leaders to support each other at the front. They'll be hooked together by a neckline, and that way they can make decisions together, and it's not so stressful on one dog to make a single decision. Now right back here, you have two separate necklines. This is where the two wheel dogs collars are gonna go. Now the wheel dogs are the dogs that go right in front of the sled. They bear the brunt of the weight, so normally they're your bigger, stronger dogs. And here are their tug lines as well. Now this line that goes right down the middle all the way to the sled is called the gang line. Quite simply, it keeps the gang in a line. This line right here that goes all the way up to the handlebars of the dog sled is a special one that we use to pull up on the main gang line. That way, if a dog ever gets his leg over or under a line, you can pull it up and ease the dog out of it while you're running. Now this is a basic sprint sled. You'll see a lot of varieties of different kinds of sleds. This one is made for fast races, usually 4 to 8 miles. Longer races usually deal with more robust, larger sleds. So this sled has a light frame. It's made of aluminum and carbon fiber, with the skis on the bottom being made of ash. These here are the runners. This part is where you stand on. These runners go all the way to the back, and they're all covered in wax all the way as well. So I would stand right here. They have kind of a little grip section. You have handlebars up here, all the way around here. If you want to minimize wind resistance in a race, you crouch down behind. As well, to help the dogs with turning, you can pull left or right. The sled is made of a lot of aluminum and carbon fiber, so is light, strong, and flexible. This right here is a drag mat. So if you ever want to slow down the dogs while you're racing, for instance, going downhill, just put your foot on there and that will slow them down. This is your main brake right here. Jam that into the ground and you can get your dogs to stop. So this is the sled bag. Basically, you can put any kind of gear that you like to into it. You can put a dog in it. If it ever pulls a muscle during a race and needs to be transported back safely, you can put them in the bag and they get a free ride home. Now this right here is a snow hook. How the snow hook works is it's attached to the main body of the sled. Now, if you ever need to stop and for whatever reason get off in the middle of a race, you can jam it into the ground, kick it there, and the more you pull on it, the more it will dig itself into the snow. So it acts as an e-brake for the dog sled team.